Miracle. What's up, everyone? We're live. Sorry we're running a little late. We were just doing a snack time video, me and Big Nick. And let me tell you, we're going to preface this. One of the best snack times ever.
Oh, 100%.
Like, no joke, one of the best snack times ever.
I mean, if that company ever sponsored us, I'd be a 5XL by tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Just throwing it out there.
Yep. But yeah, great snack time. Incredible snack time.
It's fantastic.
Ugh. Big Nick, we had
Fan-fucking-tastic.
a lot of news over the night, a lot of things to talk about today. Let's just get into it. It's just us today. Josh is feeling a little under the weather, so it's just me and Big Nick and Simon over there on the keys.
Sorry.
Wuss. Yeah, so let's get into it. Big Nick, you want to hit us with the intro?
I sure will. We got episode 435. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, all that nonsense I've been telling you for 435 episodes. You don't understand it now? Guess what? Go back to homeschool and get your mother to teach you, because I got news for you. I ain't your daddy. So anyway, without further ado, Johnny's going to run down what's coming out this weekend. And we got Simon in the house over there. Make sure you fill in the comments. We can talk about some shit today.
Yep.
Want to wish you guys a happy 4th of July. I'll say it again at the end of the show. On a serious note, we are very, very grateful for our freedom that we have earned the right to have. The many men and women that have sacrificed their lives throughout the years, not just now, throughout the years to get us to this point, is makes us why we're able to sit here and talk to you guys, and for you guys to do whatever you do in your lives. And yeah, so shout out to the military, the Army, the Navy, the Marines. And don't forget some Coast Guard, Air Force, and every other place that takes care of us and helps us have the rights to be who we are. So, shout out to you all. So, without further ado, Johnny's going to run it down real quick, what's coming out this weekend, and then we're going to run down some topics.
Yes, I will.
All right, Johnny, take this shit away, would you?
All right.
You're not killing it today, for the record. Killing it.
Oh, man, we're on a roll right now, Big Nick.
We're rolling it.
We're rolling. First of all, we got someone in the comments named Big Nick from Lumberland. Is that you?
I'm not here.
Yeah.
I'm not here.
Well,
I'm right here.
Let's just see what we got going out this weekend. Tonight, nothing new coming out on our main account. Only got In the Pit live right now. Let's see, over the weekend, the wrestling schedule might be changing because John is not here. I'm not certain about that, so I'm not going to speak on the wrestling stuff. But tomorrow, we've got a TikTok game airing. First 3 seconds by Decade. That's a TikTok game they played last week. Should be a song competition game. I don't know who won that. I wasn't here, but should be fun. Then on Sunday, we got a wrestling video on our main account. Guess the wrestling theme song reversed, where John Dante guessed the theme song of Wrestlers. Reversed, played backwards. And then on Monday, we won't know In the Pit on Monday, as we will not be here, as it is the 4th of July.
That's right.
So next episode will be on the 6th of In the Pit. Joke of the day on Wednesday, yeah. But we still have content coming out for you on Monday. If you were listening on Wednesday's episode, right after we recorded that episode, we did our hot dog eating contest, the second annual hot dog eating contest. That certainly was a fun video to watch. It's already edited and put up and going to be ready for Monday. See who wins, which member of Lumberland can eat the most hot dogs, can get the most wieners in the face.
And there is a very, very funny catch line. I'm not even going to tell you who said it, when it was said. You have to watch the show. You have to watch the episode. But there was a very funny catch line in there.
Yep. So we got all that coming out. Thank you to everyone who's watching right now. We got a lot of people in the comments. We got a lot of new faces, a lot of old faces, a lot of our Patreon subscribers. If you like being a part of this conversation, watching live with us, seeing our faces, our beautiful mugs, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m., well, go over to our Patreon. You can subscribe and see us live on Mondays and Wednesdays as well. We got live Patreon, live In the Pit podcast Monday and Wednesday. Additionally, we got a lot of other content. Josh puts together some great podcasts. We had who did the podcast? Ben and Soli just did a podcast this morning. So check that out. We got that coming out real soon. I think already out, right? So
it is out.
It's out already.
It is out.
So subscribe to our Patreon. Listen to that. Listen to all of our other behind the paywall content because it's great. Let's just get into it. Yesterday was the start of NBA free agency, but even before that, we had some breaking news coming in.
Some big news.
Big news. Kevin Durant wants out from Brooklyn. Shocker. So 2 days after Kyrie Irving announced that he is opting into his contract with the Nets,
I'm opting out.
Kevin Durant is opting out. Well, not opting out, but requesting a trade. His top 2 choices are Phoenix and Miami. I don't know who gets him, honestly, is where I'm
It's
at.
going to be a team that's not on that destination list.
I have a couple theories.
How can Miami swing it? How could they swing it for him? They'd have to get rid of Bam.
Well, they can't.
Because of some CBA stuff, Bam can't be moved.
Bam can't
That's
be
the
moved.
roadblock there.
That's not going to work. What are you going to do? Trade
Also,
Tyler Hero?
he's in the East. I don't see him going East, period. I think you try to do whatever you
I
can
was
to
going to
get
say,
him to
why
the
do you
West.
want him to be in the East is right.
Because
Throw
you
him in the
got to
West.
go with who can give you the best package. Phoenix cannot
Best
give you a
young
good package.
assets. Right, that's not
Phoenix's
Phoenix.
package is going to be mid at best. They don't want Ayton because Ayton is who he is. He's at best a third option on a championship team. Michael Bridges is a great player, but he's a great player on a championship contending team. That's the only place where he's incredibly useful. Great defensive player, will play every game for you. Will play all 82 at a high quality defensive rate. He'll probably be defensive player of the year in the next 2 or 3 years at least. But if your team is not contending and not trying, and you lose your best asset in Kevin Durant, not going to do you much good. And then on top of that, you don't want to get. I don't really see how the picks of any of these teams is going to help you that much. Because if you're Brooklyn, you have no first-round picks of your own. You've traded everything away to get James Harden.
Right.
So they don't have
big.
picks.
How the hell did that work out?
Exactly. That's pretty.
Is this the same general manager that's been there even since the days when Pierce and Garnett got traded there?
Who is their GM?
It's Sean Marks. I'm not sure when his first.
Has he been there that
year-
long? 'Cause if he has, the guy's got to go.
That might have been. I think he took over right after that, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, he's been the GM since. Doesn't say. It's 2016, so afterwards.
Right
Yeah,
afterwards.
it was after.
Yeah.
It was after.
But you can't hear us. My mic is working. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? My mic is working. Viewers don't-
Says on.
Yep. Mic's out. Did it just go out? Anyone? Hello?
Hey,
yeah,
did
it's
Johnny's
on.
thing just go out?
It just went in and out for a second.
Hello?
My mic's not working.
I can hear you, Nick.
We got
Fine.
that mic. We got backup. Just give me the whole thing.
Yeah, I think it's just yours. That's really weird.
Hello. How do I sound? Good now? Okay. Sounds like good now. It's going in and out. Okay. Does that sound better? Can you hear me?
Yeah, keep talking.
Hello. Testing.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So hopefully it's fixed now.
Excuse me, sorry.
As I was saying though.
Pizza must have been coming
Oh
out.
yeah, that's the pizza. I am sweating bullets.
You
from
were pouring sweat up there.
That wasn't that bad. That was grease sweats.
I know a thing or two about grease sweat.
Yeah. Anyway, going back to it, Brooklyn needs. If I'm Brooklyn, I need to get a package where I can contend now. I need a package that lets me, be a winner. And I don't think
How is that the case? You're literally trading one of the best.
exactly. You can't
how is
get
that gonna happen?
you can't get a retool and a retool package. You can't get picks. Bam would have been a great fit in Brooklyn. Push comes to shove, Kyrie might not be going anywhere. Push comes to shove, Kyrie might be staying put at the end of the day. Who knows? But an offense of, let's say you get Bam, let's say you get a couple of the Miami Heat, let's say theoretically, because I know you can't get Bam. Maybe KD stays till midseason until Bam's available. I don't know how his CBA stuff works with this. And the rookie,
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure in terms of the deadline if it would change.
yeah.
But right now you can't be.
So it's, I don't know how all that stuff works out with the CBA because it's very confusing. But if the Heat could give up Bam, that's exactly what you want. That's why the Nets are asking for Booker, because
That might be the deal breaker. Yeah.
They're not going to get Booker
Why
though.
the hell are they going to trade Booker? He's like, what, 8 years younger?
You know what? I'm trading the rest of Devin Booker's prime for a window of Kevin Durant. Devin Booker's an amazing shot maker. He can't really create that well. Doesn't really elevate others.
So let me.
For a title window, I'm taking the last of KD.
But
Yeah.
do you think KD and Chris Paul, those two, is going to win your championship?
Old and older.
You got old and older, brokener. Yeah.
Injury prone, yeah. No,
That's not that's not winning
but
a
there's risk
championship.
involved anywhere he goes. I mean,
So let me ask you this.
I mean, but if you think about it though, if he goes to the Heat, let's say you give up Bam, you still got Butler and Durant, and that's
Ball's
much
not
better.
getting any younger either.
But that's still better. If you're the Heat, you need to make a move to win now, because your window is the next 2 years at most. The Heat give you the players to let you win now, or the Nets would give you, KD gives you the win now window, because once Butler's gone, it changes everything. Because once Butler's not the players he is, Bam hasn't shown yet he could be the number one option on a team.
Definitely
He's a
not.
center. I mean, like, there's only so far a center can take you.
no.
So
Yeah, KD's owed $44 million next year. Either way, you got to match the salaries. So that's the big thing.
yeah,
You can talk about the picks all you want, but
yeah.
and in terms of young assets, I mean, Tyrese Maxey in Philadelphia, one of the Jays in Boston's being thrown out there.
Well, it's definitely not Jay Sen. It's got to be Jalen.
Well,
Yeah, you're not trading Tatum.
It would be a freaking.
It would be-
I don't care if they got Durant. You'd be throwing a fucking parade if you did traded Tatum for him.
Tatum and Durant right now. Durant's definitely better, but the potential you have with Tatum, you got to keep Tatum for Durant. Like, you got to stick those two together. If you're trading anyone, you're trading Jalen. That's the thing. Like, I don't know who has the package to make this trade work. I don't know who can swing this trade for the Nets to make it work in their favor. Maybe the Timberwolves trade Anthony Edwards. Maybe, but like, I wouldn't do that.
no.
I don't think I'd do
Wouldn't
that.
I wouldn't trade Anthony.
Who has the package to get KD? I don't know who that
It's got
is.
to be someone who's going to be willing to sacrifice the young kid.
I think what makes most sense is a Philadelphia package around Tyrese Maxey. I
That's
feel like
not
that's a
enough.
young guy you'll give. I mean, at a certain point, like, you're not going to get
He's going to go
the
back to
return
Harden.
equivalent of Kevin Durant.
Yeah, KD and
He's
Harden
gonna
back
go
together.
to Harden?
He wouldn't approve that.
I don't think yet. Well, Harden didn't have an
Does he
issue
not
with
have a
KD.
choice?
He had an issue with no vaccine Kyrie. That's what.
Well, he had
the whole
he had an
thing.
issue with KD too. He had an issue with the ball in his hands. Yeah,
KD when he was back in fucking OKC.
yeah. I don't think he's playing with.
Well, KD's not a ball dominant guy. That's the thing. Like, there's no fit conversation here because it's Kevin Durant. Like,
Yeah.
he fits in with anyone.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Harden, KD, and Embiid. I mean, there's no one beating that. It's a good. It would work. I don't see the Nets trading with the Sixers though. Again,
Why would it's in the same division?
making the same
Yeah.
trade again. Like, you're pretty much just making the Nets the Sixers and the Sixers the Nets.
yeah,
at
the
that
West
point.
makes a lot more sense, obviously.
You know what team I like? I was thinking about this.
Washington was.
The Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah,
The
that's an
Atlanta
interesting
Hawks.
one.
You flip DeJounte Murray. You put in some of your young assets that you have. You add some picks. I know you don't have many picks animiore because you traded Murray.
Kevin
You-
Herter just got traded. To the
Kevin
Kings,
Herter just
by
got
the
traded to
way.
the Kings.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I think that could make sense for DeJounte Murray is a guy. He was an all-star last year. He's a really good talent. Could make sense. Another team that could make sense potentially, the Cavs. They got a lot of young talent on that team. Maybe, I don't know if you have to trade
LeBron
Garland.
Goes back to Cleveland with him for 2 years. From now.
Yeah.
So you think Garland and Murray is more attractive of like the main trade chip than Tyrese Maxey? Or you just think the
Garland-
Nets wouldn't do business with the Sixers?
I don't think the Nets would do business with the Sixers again. I don't think that's I don't think that's happening.
Take Ben Simmons back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that I don't know.
It's not
I
cut and dry.
also don't think that the Sixers have enough pieces around
I don't think
Maxey to
he's
get
getting
it done.
traded anytime
Yeah.
soon either. I don't think Durant's going to get traded anytime soon.
Now, here's a
They're
conspiracy
going to
theory.
take their time. They're going to take their sweet time with it. You need to get the best package.
Here's a conspiracy theory that Josh and I have talked about, and I think this is Josh's theory, and I like it. I like it a lot. KD and Kyrie hate the media. They hate everything about the media. They hate everything surrounding the media. They hate the media.
Kyrie brings it on himself.
Of course they do. They both bring it on themselves. You know, they're both.
Hate the media all you want, but when you feed into it, you're not asking for any favors here.
Yeah. My hot take: they're not going anywhere. They don't want to go anywhere. They want to control the narrative as much as they can and fuck with people as much as they can. That's why Kyrie did all that bullshit where he was like, I'm opting out. I want to go anywhere, blah, blah, blah. 2 days ago. And then he talks about how normal people make the world go around, but like the people who think different, move us forward because he's an asshole like that. He's just fucking with the media then. Kevin Durant also hates the media. This could be their game. Their game could be, let's fuck with the media and let's just do fucking shit and just see what happens.
Wow. You think it was planted that, like, I'm going to go to Joe's side, ask for a trade, and then get it out there to Woj and Shabs?
Yeah. Potentially.
Wow.
Potentially. I could see
They both hate the media very much.
They both hate the media. I could see a very realistic situation where neither one of them gets traded. I think if I'm a betting man, I would bet that Katie gets traded and Kyrie doesn't because it makes no sense for Kyrie to get moved if you're still trying to contend.
You think Kyrie's going to sign up for leading a team with Ben Simmons?
I don't know.
Back to this?
I don't know.
That's the last thing I can envision right now.
Yeah. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, he earned a contract. And, yeah, you'll sit out or whatever. Bullshit. That's the biggest thing I don't like about I don't have a problem with players requesting trades and whatnot. But at the end of the day, if you don't get your way in the NBA, you're under contract. You made an agreement.
That's the other huge thing about this. KD is locked up for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
So now it's like long-term contracts don't mean anything. You can always get out of it. So, but that's also what makes his trade value so much higher. You have him locked up through 2026.
Yep.
Unprecedented.
So, interesting stuff here. That's just the Kevin Durant saga. We had a bunch of other stuff. Lots of contract extensions last night. We had Zach LaVine just signed a massive extension today. Bradley Beal signs a massive extension. Nikola Jokic signed a massive extension. Big players get locked up for big terms. Bradley Beal's contract's going to look terrible in a few years. I know it will.
It looks terrible now.
It looks terrible now. If you're the Wizards, it's a move you had to make. You had to make that move. You had no other choice. You're stuck in a rock and a hard place here, though. 5 years, what was it? 250? 251.
Yeah.
251. It's a lot of money for a player who's on the wrong side of his career right now. I worry about the signing, but again, there's nothing you could have done about it. Like, you got to make that signing. And Jokic getting the money he deserves, that's not going to look bad probably. I think that that's a good move.
Yeah, he's 25.
He's 25, back-to-back MVPs.
Yeah.
Here's a comment. I want to talk about this. Beal is such a bag chaser, doesn't care about winning. I was just saying how much it sucks that players move from team to team constantly. That players don't want to stay in one place. That players don't care about anything, besides themselves. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation for players. Because if you want to stay with a team for the money, for building a thing, you're called a guy who doesn't care about winning. If you leave a team because you care about winning, you're a ring chaser. It really is a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation for players. I like it. I respect Dame. I respect Beal to an extent for wanting to make a legacy with one team.
That you literally don't go to the playoffs?
I mean, like, what do you want? Super teams? Do you want every player to go, to one team? And just have the super team era again. You gotta have players stay with the teams that they want. Some players, make a legacy playing with one team, and who knows? Maybe in like 3 years, the Wizards have a star draft pick, and maybe things break the right way, or maybe the Trailblazers. I don't know. He's 31.
Yeah.
I don't know. You never know what happens in the NBA. You never know what happens in sports. Anything can happen. It really is a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Yeah, Beal's getting a shit ton of money. He would have gotten a shit ton of money anywhere he went, though. Yeah. It's like the difference between $15-20 million.
4 years, $200 million.
But, yeah. Right, so that's my pet peeve. Okay, I'm glad you just mentioned that. You just said it would have been a difference of $15-20 million. Again, I am throwing this as the first team, but I'm going to name other ones so that Johnny doesn't think I'm being biased.
Okay.
Would you rather sign for $225, $230 with Celtics, the Lakers, the Suns, a contender? We'll go with a contender. Just named a couple. Or would you rather stay in Washington, OKC, places that you don't have a prayer of winning? That's why I wanted to mention a different place than Washington.
Here's
For
the other-
$25 million, would you rather go win?
Well, here's the other thing that helps your argument. You probably have contract incentives built into your contract if you win and advance in the playoffs. So that's an argument.
And you
against Beal
also,
for
if you
not wanting
continue to win, you continue to make money.
Yeah, you're more marketable. You make more money. So
Yeah.
you don't know the guy personally, so you don't know if it's motivated by money strictly or if he
wanting to be
really
that
just
guy in
is
DC.
10 toes down with this.
I mean,
organization.
listen,
Usually, if you play a sport, you play it because you love the game. Usually.
Listen, when push comes to shove, by the end of his career, if things go right, Bradley Beal could have his number retired by DC. He could end up being the all-time
he's gonna be
leader.
the all-time leading scorer.
He's
by
going to be the
landslide,
all-time
right?
leading scorer in DC history. And that's saying something for someone. The chance to build a legacy with one city is a lot. Dame's going to have his number 0 retired by the Trailblazers.
Oh, they could trade him right now and still get retired.
Yeah, but there's something to be said about building a legacy with one city that you can respect. And yeah, even if you don't win, I think it's respectable. I not my decision, not a decision I would make, but it's not just chasing the bag. There's more to it. There's more to it, I think. So I don't know.
It's amazing how much the NBA has flipped since KD went to the Warriors, and now
Oh, yeah.
loyalty's being looked down on. Like,
Yeah.
it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah. And so we had some other extensions too. John Morant got a huge contract extension. Zion, he got a big contract extension
5
last
years.
night.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal, not Bradley Beal. We talked about that. Zion got his bag too today.
Guy hasn't even played a fucking game.
Yeah,
Just
but
230 million.
yeah.
The guy's gonna put on 230 fucking pounds.
Apparently he's looking thin.
Yeah. Now you can go back to being whoopie doopie.
Whoopie doopie.
Whoopie doopie.
Whoopie doopie. Other signings: Jalen Brunson. We already knew this was gonna happen. Signs with the Knicks for 110.
You want to talk about fucking conspiracy?
What?
Brunson going to the Knicks? Come on, the guy they hire his dad.
His dad used to play for them too.
Yeah.
His dad played with him in the
Bullshit.
90s. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, but
Yeah, I mean, it is sentimental bullshit. That's why he went to the Knicks. It's not gonna listen. Brunson could be good. You're just paying a lot of money for a guy who hasn't done shit. Like he's had one good stretch in his career. Like, yeah, I don't know. And then on top of that, what else happened? You had a bunch of little signings. I like the Gallinari signing for the Celtics.
Yes.
That's exactly the guy the Celtics needed, some scoring off the bench. Cat got 224. Yeah, a lot of big money being handed out. The cap expanded this year in the NBA, so there's a lot more money in the sport. Altogether, interesting stuff happening. I think we still got some guys who might be on the move. Don't know what the Jazz are doing with Donovan Mitchell or Rudy. I think they probably stay put at this point. There's not been too much noise about those guys. No. KD, we'll see what happens with that. Altogether, the big moves of NBA free agency might just already be done in terms of like the free agent stuff. It was a weak year for free agency altogether. But interesting stuff. We'll see what happens over the weekend, the next coming days, because there could be some more trades, some more signings and whatnot. All right. Speaking of signings, we're going to talk about my boy Juan Soto real quick. Yesterday, Hector Gomez from ESPN reported that the Nationals have been talking to Juan Soto about a 13-year, $425 million extension.
$425 million
For 13 years.
Give me the fucking pen. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. So there's some Nats reporters who have reported that as inaccurate, but the reports of them talking have been somewhat accurate. It's hard to tell what's the truth, what's not the truth. Who's lying, who's telling the truth. There's been times where Hector Gomez has jumped the ball a little bit on this kind of stuff, but let's just speak in hypotheticals here. If the Nats are that close with Soto, apparently talks are, he said they're heating up a bit on the extension talks. If that's where it's going, I'm happy. I'm very happy.
I think he's worth every penny of that.
For sure.
Me
Listen,
too.
he's having a down year this year. His down year's 830
And
OPS.
his OPS is still great.
Yeah. I mean,
No one around.
Josh Bell has been one of the best hitters in baseball this year. He's sitting behind him. Nelson Cruz has been one of the best players in baseball since May. He's got him behind him.
They
He's got.
suck.
Yeah, they still are awful. They have no pitching.
Yeah.
Like, can you name 2 starters for the Nats in their rotation?
In the rotation. Strasburg and fucking Corbin.
Strasburg's pitched 1 game this year.
You said technicality
Yeah,
starters. You didn't say if they were hurt or not.
My brother made a good point yesterday when I was talking to him about the Soto stuff. he said, if anything, him having a down year this year is good for the Nats because it shows him that he is human. That who knows what happens in a year, who knows what happens in 2 years, who knows what happens in 3 years. Your contract is up and you have 2.5 years left. You got another bad season in the books. You might not be getting that money, the $500 million that you pine after. 13,425 would be the second largest. I don't know if it beats Trout, but it certainly puts you in the ballpark of Trout. Off the top of my head, makes you one of the wealthiest players to ever play baseball, to ever play a sport. That is generational, beyond generational money.
That's fucking like 10 generations.
Exactly. If you're off the base, like if you really want that $500 million contract, to say you have a $500 million contract, you'll probably get it in free agency, maybe.
Why take the chance?
But who knows? You break your leg, you get an injury, you slump. You slump for a year or two. Take the bag while you can get it. And listen, it's not like the Ronald Acuna contract, the 10-year $160. That was a bad contract when he signed it because he didn't bet on himself at all. But you flip side, look at Fernando Tatis. Guy has been marred by injuries his entire career.
And he got paid.
He got his 13-year, $300-something million contract. He's set. He's set. Doesn't have to worry about anything.
Oh, he don't care that he's hurt.
No.
He got his money.
You got his money. If I'm Soto, maybe I negotiate up a little bit more. But if this is where the Nats are at right now, you're close. I think they're very close. So.
I'm saying, where's the fucking pay? Where's the pen?
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. This has me more optimistic. I thought he was good as gone. But if this is how the
I thought he was gonna be a Yankee. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't know if the Yankee. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. Colin, have a good 4th of July. Take it easy. But speaking of contracts in baseball, we're gonna talk a little more about the Freddie Freeman saga. I've been paying attention to this. It got
Well, we didn't have
Yeah.
the bottom line major detail when we talked about the other day.
so. According to Freeman and Freeman's camp, the Braves offered Freddie Freeman. So when he was in Atlanta that weekend, there was a conversation that happened between management, ownership, and Freddie Freeman, where
With the Dodgers.
when he was already with the Dodgers, they talked or something, and what found out was that that the Braves apparently, allegedly, made him another offer that his agent never told him about.
Oh my.
Which is why they fired him. Which is why he fired him.
Do you share his duties?
I don't know.
That would be interesting, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So apparently the Buster Olney of ESPN reported that Freeman had dismissed. His name is Casey Close. That's their agent.
Should have had some voice representative.
Out of frustration, how the free agent process handled it. According to the report, according to Doug Gottlieb of Fox Sports Radio, he alleges that Close knew Freeman would have taken the Atlanta deal, but made the unilateral decision to withhold it from his client, ostensibly because he felt he could top the offer elsewhere. Now, Casey Close comes out and says that's not true. Other players have reportedly said the same thing, that it's not true. Dexter Fowler tweeted that, I guess he's probably an agent, a client of Casey Close. Casey Close said Doug Gottlieb tweeted a wholeheartedly inaccurate characterization of our negotiations with the Atlanta Braves on behalf of Freddie Freeman. We are immediately evaluating all legal options to address the reckless publications of inaccurate information. Close put out another statement taking aim at the Braves themselves. In a tweet by Jeff Passan, Close alleged that the Braves have fostered a narrative about the negotiations, which, stated plainly, is false. Part of that false narrative is the suggestion that I did not communicate a contract offer with the Freemans. To be clear, we communicated every offer that was made, as well as every communication Excel, the agency, had with the Braves organization throughout the entire process. It's a he said, she said here. That's what we're dealing with. I don't know who to believe. The Braves are kind of a shady organization. They've had some shady shit in the past. It's very easy to play lip service with Freeman saying, oh, we did offer you something, but your agent didn't tell you about it. Flip side, if you're willing to tank your career for, whatever you get in commission, $50K, $75K. I don't even know what the commission would be on the extra money.
I think they get a hell of a lot more than that.
Well, in terms of the additional commission, that would be silly for Casey Close as well. There are times that the agents don't tell their players or clients about offers. That happens. That's just what happens. I don't know. What's your take on this, Nick? Who do you believe?
I believe the agent. I think the Braves are full of shit.
Yeah.
I think the Braves are full of shit. I think they just wanted to create a stir.
Wow.
Tell their fans, like, hey, we tried. Like, this is what happened.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny that this comes out after, all offseason people were like, oh, the Braves are so smart for choosing the younger player, Matt Olson, over Freddie Freeman. Matt Olson's having an okay year. Freeman's having his regular career year. I mean, Freeman's on pace to be a Hall of Famer. Matt Olson isn't.
Yeah.
You gave up
32, but
Yeah. I think I agree. I think the agent isn't lying. I think the Braves are trying to save face a little bit here. So I don't know. It's an interesting situation. I've never really seen anything like it that much in sports.
I wonder if they ever caught that. If they ever found that out, what happens? Does he have the right to void that contract with the Dodgers?
No, because he signed the contract and the push comes to shove. Ooh, Malcolm Brogdon traded to the Boston Celtics. Wow,
Real?
that's real. That is
For what?
exactly what the Boston Celtics needed. I don't know yet. It just was reported by Woj. That is a huge trade. I love that trade for the Celtics. They needed a ball handler. That's exactly the guy they needed. That's a really good trade for the Celtics. I think that's Gallo and Brogdon are exactly what the Celtics needed.
Brad Stevens, man.
Yeah.
Ever since he stepped in office, he's been doing it up.
Yeah, I mean
Brogdon's had injury problems, but he was a 25-5 guy last year.
I mean you can move you
defensively.
slide Smart into the 6-man role more. Yeah, Brogdon is your lead ball handler, your facilitator. You get some more scoring. Gallo
Steady point guard
steady point.
presence.
You need
Yeah.
what the Celtics needed were depth and scoring, and they got both of those already. You get a big, you add a little bit more there. You get one more big piece, to supplement, Tyson Horford. That team's running it back. You don't need to get KD, I don't think. Obviously, KD would be nice, but
You have to consider it. At least.
you have to consider it. But I mean, that's a great move for the Celtics.
It is.
That's a really solid move for the Celtics.
Scouring for the return.
We'll talk about it when the return gets posted, because this is just breaking news right now as we're on the podcast. Should we call Dante, get his take? No, I'm not going to call Dante. Fuck Dante. We'll see what he tweets. He'll tweet about it in a second. I'm sure he'll be like, oh my God, or something on Twitter. Go follow Dante on deck on Twitter.
He's got the hair salon thing on his hair right now.
Danny Tice. Oh, here's the package. Danny Tice, Aaron Nesmith, and a 2023 first-round pick.
Fine.
That's
So they traded Tice.
they traded Tice.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Tice is nothing.
Not a
Nesmith
problem.
is
Nesmith
nothing.
have been disappointing.
Yeah. And you got
Nesmith?
Yeah,
You got rid of
Nesmith.
Nesmith?
He sucks. Yeah. But that's it. Celtics fans, what are we thinking? Sully likes it. Yeah. Sully likes it.
Beautiful.
Josh, what are we thinking? Josh thinks it's
Beautiful.
unbelievable. Kev? Incredible. That's all right. The
More
reviews are
adjectives.
rave.
More adjectives.
What? What do you say? Yeah. Uh-huh. Larry Bird's coming back. He's playing next year. Back injuries are healed. That's a great move. That's exactly what the Celtics needed. Does Tam go to the 4? No, I mean, your lineup is probably, I mean, you could probably still start Horford next year.
Yeah.
You probably still start Horford. I mean, you still got to get
You
that
can go
4.
with the same 5.
Yeah, you still got to get that backup 4, but I wouldn't start Smart necessarily. You play
That's gonna be
Smart
interesting.
and Brogdon, I think,
How's
with
Smart going to take that if he's coming off the fucking bench?
Yeah, no, I don't know about that one.
yeah, I don't know. Oh, a couple other random guys are also going in the trade. Nick Stauskas,
Yeah.
Malik Fitz, Juwan Morgan. This is just fill out payroll and stuff like that. Great trade. Good get for the Celtics. It's exactly what they needed. I like it a lot.
Boy, Celtics, come back, baby.
Attaboy Brad.
Fucking, I want to see the Warriors back in the fucking finals next year, motherfucker.
Listen, if you had Gallo and Brogdon, I don't think that probably wins you one more game. It changes the complexity of the team, though. It changes how you
More
can
stability to the team,
more
yeah.
stability, more scoring. You're not relying on quality minutes from Derek White and Peyton Pritchard. You got more depth. You're not relying on Grant Williams to get you out of jams. You can still be that
Yeah.
defensive stalwart of a team because you still got Smart. You still got Derek White on the, but he doesn't need to focus on scoring. You don't need Derek White to drop 21 to win a game in the finals.
Right. Games 4, 5, and 6 of the finals, the bench discrepancy was unbelievable. The
Yeah.
Celtics couldn't get double-digit points from their bench. So
I don't know
Huge.
why the Pacers did that trade. It didn't really seem the
No.
Celtics give up too much.
other
But
than he had injury problems, and they're in a full rebuild, obviously. But
yeah. Yep.
you didn't get much back other than the first.
Yeah.
Wow.
But good for the Celtics.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the great move. Great move.
Great move.
All right, we'll move on to some college football. This is ridiculous, Big Nick.
This is just getting stupid.
This is getting stupid. UCLA
Joke.
and USC set to move to the Big Ten.
It's literally only 2 conferences in the fucking college football right now.
Yep. And not just college football, college basketball, just beyond college football and basketball. You think about the ramifications. Imagine like women's field hockey. A
Yeah.
sport that doesn't have much funding, a sport that doesn't get too much publicity. Having to fly from College Park, Maryland, cross country
Yeah.
to LA. How is that going to work? How are these schools going to get this funding for all their programs to afford these flights? Most of these teams just take a bus to
Yeah.
these places. They don't fly. It's hard to fly. That's
For the
expensive.
smaller sports, I can't. I don't know.
For
how
the
it's gonna
smaller
happen.
sports, it's a big, I don't know.
How ass is that for USC and UCLA specifically? You got to make the cross country trip every conference game.
Exactly. Like that's
You're going to have to stay out there.
yeah.
Literally.
That's going to cost money.
Yeah. Like you're gonna have to fly. If you imagine USC going back to back, playing Michigan and Maryland, you gotta fly to Michigan, fly back to USC, fly back to Maryland. That's a nightmare for players.
I just can't believe it was supposed to be Lincoln Riley coming in to save the Pac-12, and now
And now-
he's gonna have a Big Ten schedule.
Yep.
Like what the actual?
They're gonna get dicked down in the Big Ten too. They don't play the right kind of football. It's Big Ten football is a very different breed of football than most other conferences because you got who you recruit from. You recruit from the Midwest. You got big burly guys, big corn eater boys who just it's a much slower pace of game. It's a very different type of college football than you see with other sports
Yeah.
and other conferences. It's not. UCLA and USC have been struggling in the Pac-12. How are they going to do in the Big Ten? It's
You're
not going to.
beating Ohio State.
You're not being Ohio State. You're not being Michigan. You're not going to be Michigan State.
Yeah.
And then you look at the basketball side of it. I mean, it's ugly. It's just ugly. It's just not aesthetically pleasing.
No.
The funny thing I've seen a lot of people talk about when you're talking about this is how the map now, the Big Ten map, looks exactly like how MLB looked in the 1950s because you had all the teams located in like the northwest, northeast. I'm gonna sneeze real quick.
Bless you.
Mark it. Thank you. And then you got 2 teams in the South. So this is the new Big Ten market. You see all these teams here, and you got 2 teams there. This is how baseball looked in 1958. The exact same. So it makes no logistical sense. It's for money. People are blaming NIL on this, on the recruiting, on the changes in recruitment. End of the day, everyone just wants their bag. What will end up happening is there's just going to be the decimation of conference play, and you'll just have 2 conferences, 2 major conferences.
Be like an AFC, NFC bullshit.
Exactly, it'll be
It's
the SEC.
becoming one big conglomerate.
It'll be the SEC, and it'll be, the Big Ten, I guess, as the 2 conferences.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big 12's fizzling out.
the Big 12's dying.
Pac-12's definitely
So where's
fizzling out.
so Texas is going to the SEC
Texas and Oklahoma?
and Oklahoma? Yeah, it's
So the blue chip programs are gone from these conferences.
yeah.
And the
It's
ACC is Clemson and Florida, or really just Clemson now, which is essentially an SEC school.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, they'll move to the SEC at some point soon.
Absolutely.
You're losing conference football. I mean, hopefully they expand the playoffs, change that around a little bit, make it more interesting again. But yeah,
Sports in a tough spot.
yeah.
Not a good spot.
How much do you blame NILs on this? I mean, I'm not fluent on college sports. No. Ben doesn't blame NILs.
No, this is a separate
Oh,
issue.
you blame NILs? You want to come talk about it?
Yeah, okay, get
Come on,
our
hop on.
recently college grad.
We got a
in here,
college
please.
athlete here.
Grab a chair.
All right. Terrible for the game, but good for the players.
I mean, look,
Yeah, just slide them.
they're good. They're fine.
I don't know how well your mic's
But
going to work because it's giving me a
There's no restrictions on them. There's no monitoring. There's no. It's crazy now. It's turned into free agency. So like recruiting sucks now because players don't go to the team for the coaching and the culture and development. They go to the team because some company in that area offered them more money to go there, which is stupid.
But on the same side of it, okay, they don't go for coaching, they go for recruiting. But at the end of the day, that only gets you so much as a player. I guess, like, Saban gets pissed about it because Saban's built up this powerhouse of a program through his recruiting skills. It makes it different.
I mean,
Yes.
I'm not against NIL,
Yeah.
not at all. But there needs to be some restriction, or what they need to do is they need to put the transfer portal restrictions back on.
Yeah.
Because you can't now dudes are leaving a school a year so they can transfer and go get a bigger deal, and that's like at some point we're gonna hit a spot where some freshman's gonna break out. He's gonna get a new deal, go somewhere sophomore year, get a new deal, go somewhere junior year, and then get drafted. He's gonna go to 3 schools in 3 years because one school offered him $3 million, the next offered him $5 million, and the next offered him $7 million, which is stupid. They got to sit out.
Yeah. I think, you got to change transfer rules. I agree with that. I think that's something that needs to get changed so that you don't have that situation.
Because who just left? Jordan. Well, Jordan Addison just left Pitt for what? For no reason, to go to Texas, which is pretty much at this point it's a lateral move because it's not like Texas is very good in the first place. Or no, no,
he went to
Addison.
USC.
Yeah, Addison ended up at
USC.
USC, which is actually probably worse. Which I mean, yeah, it's. I don't like it, and that's why I think that's also why Tommy White left NC State, which again, another stupid move to go to LSU, like, for what? Like, what was the point in that? Like, you're the guy at NC State, and you're going to LSU for what? And LSU hasn't been very good in a while at baseball, at least. Yeah, I don't know. It's there definitely needs to be restrictions again, and I was very happy when it first happened, but the fucking floodgates opened and this shit just went wild. It's out of control now.
Trying to figure out this Big Nick from Lumberland account. Well, it says it's someone from the office, and that could be someone lying. It could very well be Sully. I don't know. He's done it before. He's fucked with me before. Well, yeah. Unless it's Brian Casey. Dante's at home. Well, Dante just tweeted also about the Brogdon. He said,
John from Isolation.
John from Isolation. From the rafters. He said, this is what he said. He said, "Oh, okay." And he said, "Brad Stevens, you beautiful son of a bitch." And then he said, "Stacked." And then said, "I wanted Malcolm Brogdon years before the Celtics got Kemba Walker in the summer of 2019. 3 years later, but I love it. Brad Stevens is a fucking genius." So I'm guessing so Dante's happy about it.
Hard on.
Yeah.
Go in the bathroom, take care of your fucking business.
Yeah,
fucking Dante.
exactly.
Gee Louise. Yeah, go to the salon, get your fucking nails painted.
Yep.
Prick.
Oh, man, a lot of talk about it, a lot of sports stuff.
A lot of sports.
Let's get on a non-sports topic real quick.
All right.
Excuse me, I'm about to burp.
It's that fucking pizza.
The pizza.
My fucking stomach is fucking full right now.
Oh, man,
I really want to take a rain check on the next.
Talk to you. Might be able
I gotta
to.
do it. I gotta do it.
Yeah,
We'll see.
we'll
see how it all goes.
Because you got a lot of snacks to try too.
I almost want to just do it on Tuesday.
We'll talk. All my people
Yeah.
talk to your people.
Ugh. Just I don't know if I want. Yeah, I gotta make it the rest of the day. Here,
Yeah, I'm. Ugh.
This is exactly why I didn't want to do it before the workout. I would have never worked out if I did that.
No, but still delicious.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Worth
No
it.
doubt.
Radio Shack.
I thought they went out of business.
They did, but apparently they have a new Twitter account, and it's tweeting some interesting stuff. So the Zombie Retailer's Twitter account contains a stream of explicit comments, vulgarities, and a bunch of drug references. So Radio Shack is allegedly back now, and they've been tweeting. They've been tweeting. Is all I can say. Apparently, they're building a crypto-based subscription service with Radio Shack domain. Apparently, some guy bought the domain of Radio Shack and have built it into a crypto whatever. Seems stupid, but they're running their Twitter account like a something. I don't know. I don't
Like a something.
Like a something. This is stupid. Everything about everything is just fucking stupid. They tweeted. Let's see. What's some good tweets they've tweeted? I hate brand tweets. I'm sorry. Brand tweets are stupid. Taking the second half of an edible after feeling nothing from the first half is always a bad idea. This chocolate bar got me out here fighting for my life. I think the only person who served more customers. I think the only person who serviced more customers than us over the years is Jake Paul's girlfriend. Tweeted at Miley Cyrus. Are you up? Yeah, they're just tweeting right now. I don't know. They just tweeting. They're just tweeting. That's all I gotta say about that.
Could be
Let's
like
see.
that Big Nick from Lumlin account, you know? Could be fake.
Yeah, could be fake. Oh wow, Zach. Shout out to Zach. Zach just tweeted. He just responded in our comments. He loves us, and he got the news that he is cancer free. Zach, congratulations, man. That is huge news. We're very happy for you. That's awesome, man. Love to hear it.
Great shit.
Great shit, man. Very happy for you. Let's see what else we got in the comments. Let's go through some comments. Let's see. All-time NFL starting lineup. Ooh, I don't know if we got time for that.
We got 10 minutes.
All right. Quarterback. Who's your all-time quarterback?
Thomas Edward
Thomas Edward Brady. Yep.
This wasn't fucking close.
Running back. Who you got for running back?
Ooh.
Jim Brown.
Are we talking about, like,
LT,
one season?
or one game?
If we're talking about like a specific one season player, I want Chris Johnson's 2K year.
LT just came to mind.
Yeah.
Tomlinson, like,
But if we're talking like Chris Johnson 2010,
yeah. Or
So,
Adrian Peterson 2012.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
Adrian
Yeah.
Peterson 2012. That might be the answer.
yeah.
I mean, if you're going to go overall, I've got to go Barry
career?
Sanders.
Barry Sanders is
Yeah,
not a
that's
bad one.
A lot
I like
of answers for running
LT.
backs.
Yeah.
Wide receivers.
Jerry Rice.
I'm going Cal.
Yeah, I'm actually changing. I'm going Megatron. I think if Megatron
times out of 10.
played 5-6 more years, he would have gone down as the best wide receiver of all time.
Yeah.
If he played in a different
I
offense,
think I could still play right now if you want.
probably. I mean, that dude is.
Yeah, he's still mid-30s. Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm going Randy Moss. You
Yeah.
gotta have two guys on it. You guess so.
Yeah, true.
I'm gonna go Megatron and Randy Moss.
Me too.
Let's see what else we got.
'Cause I like Randy Moss better than Rice. No offense to Rice.
We'll skip the line. Let's go
Yeah,
defense.
fuck the line.
I'm not gonna be going defense.
Tight end real quick.
Tight end,
Tight end. Gronk.
Gronk.
Healthy Gronk, yes.
Healthy Gronk. There's no one
Or
better than
Tony
Gronk.
Gonzalez, you could have
Yeah.
too, but
I'm Tony Gonzalez. Do you not know that meme?
no.
He did a Sunday Night Football thing, and he did it as a question one time. I'm Tony Gonzalez. Anyway, that's all we'll do. We'll just do those four
Yeah,
positions.
just go on the defense. Fuck the offensive
Fuck
line.
yeah. Defense.
Corner, Deion
Corner,
Sanders.
Deion Sanders.
I'm
Greatest
going
corner
with
of all time.
prime Darrell Rivas too.
Safety, Ed Reed, no question for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Linebacker.
He a free safety though, right? You need a strong
Yeah.
safety too. I'm going Troy Polamalu for strong safety.
I'm not gonna be good at this stuff, at this part of it.
I think Ed Reed was a free safety.
He was.
I'm going Troy Polamalu as a fucking strong safety.
Boston Celtics are now the favorite to win the NBA championship in 2023.
Yeah, I mean,
Should be the favorites to win
fucking
the
should have
East
won
at
it this
least, for
year,
sure.
but that's okay.
I mean, we'll see what happens with the healthy Bucks too. But this is a great
Well, that's
move.
the
Yeah,
problem. You
healthy
still got,
Bucks
if
are
you get
tough.
Milton back next year, that's
Yep.
all the Bucks need is Milton just come back.
Yep.
You know.
Today's Canada Day.
Oh, Canada, hey.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land. True.
And beside her, and guide her.
We did a full 160, full 180 right there. Let's see what else we got.
What's everyone's refrigerator brand at home? What a
I don't even know.
wild
Refrigerator
question.
brand?
What a wild question. Chris the Sizzler.
Market basket
Gotta be
steak.
Sully.
I don't fucking know.
Refrigerator. I don't know. See people. Oh, Sonny sent us $10. Thank you, Sonny. Tyler, we're gonna wish Tyler Bear another good luck for tonight for night 8 of the PA Speed Week. She sent me over some more videos and stuff of Tyler's car. Looks really cool. Looks fun. So shout out, Sonny. Thank you for the generous $10. Really appreciate it. Let's see. Top 10 NBA players of all time. I think we've done that before.
Yeah, we definitely have
We've done that, yeah.
before.
Whew. Oh, man. It's really starting
I'm
to hit me
fucking
now.
stuffed right now. I really might have to take a rain check on that next time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really have to take a rain check.
Oh,
on that.
man.
I think I will literally die if I have that.
Yeah, I might throw up.
I might die. If I want to
I'm not-
schedule it next
All
week.
over the mics.
I'm not doing too hot right now. All right, let's see what else we got for comments.
I'm gonna go home, Johnny, take a nap.
Oh man, yeah, I got no plans tonight. My friends are going out. They're like, "Hey, you want to come?" Nope. Tonight's my night to watch Better Call Saul.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm gonna finish that show, even though I've seen it before. I've seen it twice before. Very excited. What's everyone doing this weekend? What's your 4th of July plans, Big Nick?
House projects.
Yeah, I painted all weekend.
House projects. House projects. Cut the lawn like a good old American
Big boy.
with the big old tractor. Ride that thing around town. Pull a little water boy. Just got married on a tractor. Ride that thing down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Big Nick, did you see the Padres' new City Connect jerseys?
No.
I'll show you.
There's a lot going on with those jerseys.
They're pretty wild.
A lot going on.
See, is there a good photo of them?
You might be shocked.
What are we thinking, Big Nick?
What the hell? What are we, Mexico?
I mean, pretty much. It's very close.
¿Cómo estás? Bien, brazos.
It's supposed to be honor the merit. The hats are cool. I get
mean,
it.
San Diego is what, like 20 miles from the border? Makes sense.
Yeah, barely
I don't
even.
even think it is 20 miles.
Yep. You have a barbecue on Monday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Juliet's family's coming over to see the new house.
Nice.
So
How's the new house going?
I love it.
Yeah.
Love everything about it. Just absolutely love it. I just can't wait to continue to build on it and to continue to, fucking love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love going home to it every night.
I'm so happy for you, Nick.
Fucking great neighborhood, quiet. Back my car right in the driveway. Go out, open that door.
Leave the grill out there. Don't have
Yeah.
to worry about
I
that.
don't have to move the fucking grill no more. Fuck you fuckers in where I fucking used to live. Fuck you motherfuckers.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yep.
So
I got no real plans for the 4th. Going to the movies on Sunday, I think. Seeing the new Elvis movie.
Presley.
The Presley, yeah.
Presley.
Elvis Presley, yep. Might have a small barbecue on the 4th itself. Got a friend leaving town. Got a going away party for them tomorrow.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah.
I got that experience with Nut too. That
Yeah.
fucking sucked.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean they're moving to DC, so I'll see them plenty.
I was gonna say you go back. At least you're going back. You go back there a lot.
Yeah, I'll see them. That's my 4th of July plans. And nothing too much.
Sam, what about you, buddy? You getting your car this weekend?
Going to Pittsburgh.
My car this week. I'm going to Pittsburgh in a few hours. So my dad organizes a baseball trip every year before COVID that's like centralized around a new ballpark. And this year it's Pittsburgh. So going tomorrow afternoon, they play the Brewers.
You mean your dad in Pittsburgh?
No, he's picking me up from here and we're going to Logan.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Quick
talking about
flight.
Yeah,
Yeah, not bad.
An
It's like
hour
yeah,
tops.
hour and a half.
Yeah,
Flight?
hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he told me PNC's the best park too.
PNC's
so
the
I'm
best
looking
park.
forward
Yeah, we
to
were
it.
talking about this earlier. PNC's my favorite park I've ever been to. With a great.
How many parks you been to?
This will be 20 now.
He's got me beat.
So
Yeah.
after Pittsburgh, so we'll just count it for now. So after Pittsburgh, here's a question for you, Simon. Since the viewers didn't ask it, I'm going to ask it.
Yeah.
What are the last 10?
Other than San Fran and Oakland, the California teams,
So
all the
LA's
Texas teams.
So no
I'll
Anaheim.
just make this easier and go through what I have. But
Yeah.
So all of the AL East, all of the NL East, Comerica in Detroit, Kauffman, Kansas City, not Cleveland, not U.S. Cellular, White Sox.
Minnesota?
Nope, not Minnesota.
I see Minnesota.
Oakland Mariners, and no others. I think that's it.
So nothing all west. Chase Field, Arizona?
Coors, Colorado, Seattle. Like I said, not the D-backs. No.
Oakland and San Francisco though.
Yes, Oakland, San Fran.
No Anaheim?
No Anaheim yet. Nope.
So what did you say your favorite stadium is? Fenway?
Well, Fenway, obviously, and then Wrigley.
Yeah.
Like,
So you've been to both
Cities are
Chicago's, then I'm assuming.
no, just Wrigley, not U.S. Cellular. Yeah.
I've been to both. I like the Cell, or what's it called now? Guaranteed Rate Field. I liked it.
Yeah.
Definitely gets a bad rap, I think.
Brewers was my sneaky one that I've been to.
Brewers is a
That's
very
up there.
sneaky nice
Very cool.
stadium, yeah.
Been to the new Texas one? Texas Rangers?
None of the Texas ones.
No.
None of the Texas.
But yeah, I think that I was deciding to go, so I'm going to Atlanta next weekend to go to see some Braves games. Should I meet with Dwayne Bacon next weekend? He hasn't been here in a while. I haven't heard from Dwayne in a minute.
Where the fuck did Dwayne go?
Where'd Dwayne go? I'm gonna be in Atlanta next weekend, Dwayne. If you're listening to this, shoot me a DM. Maybe we'll meet up. I'm going to a couple Braves Nats games next weekend. So Dwayne, if you're at the Braves Nats games, love to meet up with you. Meet up with Dwayne Bacon.
Dwayne Bacon.
Dwayne Bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Atlanta by yourself?
I'm going with a buddy. We're meeting down there. So that will be my 18th stadium, or 20th stadium, 18th active one. Because I've seen 2 defunct ones.
Yeah, I've got 3.
You got 3.
Yeah, I got 3.
Fenway,
Includes Fenway, Camden, and
Camden.
then Angels.
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 Yeah.
Angels, I love Angels. Angels one's fucking great.
Yeah. Have you seen what it used to look like compared to what it looks like now? Stadium.
Looks right out to like
Old.
the freeway and shit.
Yeah.
So fucking cool.
This is what it used to look like. This is the same. No, that's not it. That's Let me see. This is what it used to look like.
Who, Anaheim?
This is the same stadium. They
Yeah,
just
it's got
built
the
all
same. Yeah, it's got the same kind of structure.
Yeah. Interesting. They completely changed it though.
Uh.
All right. All right. I think that's all the time we got for today.
Yeah, I think that's it.
We took it for a full hour.
We did.
Nick, you want to hit us with the outro?
Sure will. All right, that's all we got for now. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn those notifications on. Like Johnny said earlier, we will not be here on Monday in observant to July 4th. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn those notifications on, and we will be back on the show. We'll be back in the office on Tuesday, but we'll be back on the show on Wednesday. That's a wrap.
Have a good 4th of July, everyone.